What's that on that beat?
Addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, I'm addicted to.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Barkley. And now running right through it. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Lauletta. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Lauletta. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Dobbs to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing here, Dobbs. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. This is Bell. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll go option to the short side. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Vic Beasley in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hurry up, here we go.
second down. Here's Lauletta. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 14-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 25. 2nd and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Dobbs is throwing. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Lauletta on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's Bell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on their offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Watch it now, Barney. Back there, Philly, here we go.
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And they'll try the air now with Lauletta. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10.
Ohio!
They'll give this to Bell running right. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Heinz Field after this. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Now Dobbs. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
All right, now, lock it 56. Lock it.
Now Lawletta on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Lawletta now to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard. 12 yards there as they move the chains. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a give to Barkley. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Leopard!
Throwing on third down, Lawletta. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And Rosas puts this one through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. They go play action here on first down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Dobbs now on 2nd down. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
To throw is Dobbs. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round!
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Washington. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey. 4 down.
They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Leopard!
Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and 1, Lauletta wants to throw. It's caught, Shepard. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Out of the gun, Lauletta. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And it's up and good. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll try the right side with Bell. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw Dobbs. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hodges. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses. Catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hodges. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for him.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Now Dobbs. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Washington. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Dobbs. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Here's Dobbs to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
All right, he'll be dropped at the 30. And a shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
On second down, here's Lauletta. Open man right side is Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run inside the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 52 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching, and he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Goes underneath for Bell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Dobbs is throwing. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Here's Dobbs to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this.
And the pressure gets to him again. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. From the gun on 3rd down, Lauletta looking left side. He's got it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
Over!
From the gun, here's Lauletta. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he's reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Gun!
Lauletta again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. T.J. Watt in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Throwing here, Dobbs. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vic Beasley in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. Now Dobbs. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. A little costly there. You wipe out the first down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
After the penalty, it's Bell. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at third and a few inches. Out of the gun, Dobbs. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They begin with a run by Barkley, and they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll go to Barkley again. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. A handoff to Barkley. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward.